All right. Let's go. And let's play a new game. New. Do, 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 do. All right, I'm ready. It all started with this letter. Okay, I'll read it out. I definitely remember there being audio when I was testing this. Girl. Why is this stream such a disaster? I say every stream. There's definitely meant to be audio playing right there. I'm not reading all that. Now here we go. Now here we go. Peter's just in a funky mood today, isn't it? I had COVID over Christmas, but my parents and brother both had the flu, so I had it by far the easiest. That is rough. Anyways, are y'all getting hyped for this game? Are you scared? They finna be in the pit. Here to play. I'll do it. All right. Play.
It all started with this letter from a friend of a
There we
friend
go.
of my dad's. When I called her, Molly sounded even more desperate over the phone than she did in her letter. She told me to come to Hollywood ASAP and meet her on the set where Pharaoh is being shot. The set is on a very old movie lot, which is apparently being made into a very modern theme park.
Ugh, love.
I've investigated mysterious accidents before, but never on the set of a real live movie.
We're going to Hollywood, baby.
This is one case I can't wait to solve. Soundstage A, here I come.
Oh. Nancy Drew arriving on the scene in her blue roadster. What is a roadster, by the way? Is that actually a type of car? Do those still exist?
Hollywood.
Ah, Hollywood. Wow. I'm excited. Welcome to Nancy Drew's exciting new mystery adventure. All right, this is the tutorial and stuff. I'm already an expert on all this stuff. You grab stuff, you click on it. It's not that serious, you know? Kind of just click on things until something happens. You go, whoop. How do I do it? Nancy's looking camp right in the eye right there. All right, next you fix stuff. Wow, I'm incredible. Bet I can put this bowl back now that the prong is back in shape. Grab it. Grab it gently. Ollie said she'd be at stage A, but access is blocked. Hey, there's an intercom in here. Maybe you can use this to call Molly. One last tip. See this number here? That's how many hidden objects there are in this room. Good luck. Button stuck. I need to pry it up. Gosh. We're already in it. Roadsters were the first car to make the gloop sound in addition to the vroom. Delightful. You just try to pair up two objects that don't go together. Don't worry. They'll stay marked on this. Okay. Thank you for embarrassing me. We need the WD-40. No? Did I look camp right in the eye? Do I oil the eye? What? Not exactly the Tin Man, but that must feel... Huh? That's not a promising start. Oh, I guess I grab it. Grab it? He must open this. Yeah. Alright, we have a screwdriver. Boom. Need to figure out how this works. Touch it.
Wait a sec. Before I call Molly, what's this poster on the wall?
What does it say?
That's strange.
Oh, a stray black cat has been seen wandering around the set. Alright, we'll get him on site. On site, I tell you. Let's do it.
Say, Jay, what's up? Make it fast.
That is
Hi,
Lonnie
my name's
Minella.
Nancy Drew.
That is Lonnie Minella talking to famed voice actress Lonnie Minella right there. How cold is it where you live? It's pretty cold today. It's like 30 degrees.
I'm looking for Molly McKenna.
Finally! I'm a little stressed at the moment because we just blew a circuit and nobody's power tools work. Wait a minute. Nancy, see the generator up there? I need you to start it.
Okay, now it doesn't sound like her. Maybe I'm a fool. Maybe I'm wrong.
I guess so. Sure.
Don't guess so. Do so. Fast.
I don't think it's her, actually. I think I'm a fool. She is talented. She does have range. I could be wrong. A nice shiny bolt. Put it in there. There we go. Crank it. That was Punchy LaRue uncredited? Maybe. Maybe. The cap isn't budging. I need to apply force. Nancy have a gun, maybe? Alright, we nailed that. Now, why are there chains? Chain the button. Put gasoline on the button. Uh-huh. Bullet. Oh. I was expecting a little bit more to occur. No, these games are great. That's why there were only 2 of them. They had to keep it contained. Pull. Okay, pull. What are we waiting for? Divas? Uh-oh, I think something else is preventing it from starting. What is the flashlight in the middle? I just realized. What is that? Touch it? Paint it? Button should open the garage door. It's so silent. Alright, chain it. Ooh, okay, I'm at the edge of my seat right now. Do we have a flashlight because we're going to be in the dark? I don't like that. Like a bullet from the gun, Madison arrives on the scene. A young detective doesn't know the meaning of fear. Catch it. Woo! The speed run is going swimmingly, must I say. Alright, now we crank it!
I think someone's coming.
That would be a good soundbite, actually. I think someone's coming. Why is this so scary? Is that us? Does Nancy have a bob?
Nancy, nice to meet you in person.
No, she has a bob.
Good to meet you too. I fixed the...
She does look like everyone in Hollywood, I'll give them that. I fixed the generator.
I fixed the generator.
Thanks. My line producer quit on me, so I've been down there cracking the whip all day.
She looks just
Looks
like
like I'm
me.
gonna be here all night, too. I hate shooting at night.
Because of the
Because you need to sleep?
creepy accidents?
The commute for
No,
me.
because I have to pay the crew time and a half.
Oh, yeah.
Double if we go past midnight.
We hate
It's gonna
paying
put us even
employees.
more over budget.
I noticed something interesting on the wall next to the intercom. It was
A peephole.
Okay.
I
it was
wish.
a wanted poster of a black cat.
A black cat keeps showing up on the set, and rumors are flying that
Wanted
it's some kind
poster.
of jinx. So if you see it, grab
Jinx?
it. I want it gone. Last thing the crew
Jinx
needs
Monsoon?
is another distraction. Some of them already think this production has the Lois Manson curse hanging over it.
Whoa!
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
she's-
now what?
She's into
I gotta
League
get
of
down there.
Legends.
Look,
She watched
go
Arcane.
outside to Main Street and get the Ankh out of the storage room behind the pawn shop, okay? Bring it to me on the set, if there still is a set.
Yay! Okay. Gotcha. Y'all want to know a story about what happened today? So, I was really paranoid about my doctor sending the referral over to the specialist I'm seeing tomorrow because I really need to see the specialist, and my doctor's office has had issues in the past sending a referral. And so I asked my doctor to send me a copy of the referral, and it had a bunch of wrong information on it. So I started panicking, and I sent a long email to her being like, this stuff is wrong. Like, please fix it ASAP. And then I called my specialist office, and they're like, oh, we have one and it's all correct. I don't know what you're talking about with the one with all the wrong information. That's not what we got. And I was like, I had to humbly send a different email to my doctor being like, that it's fine, actually. You don't have to do anything. And she literally responded on email, okay. OKAY, period. It was very humbling. All I said to get to the Ankh. Ankh. Period. I know these packing peanuts don't belong here. They belong in my mouth. Okay. When faced with the door, I have to try and open it. At least it didn't include a scent from iPhone. Could have been worse, I guess. No Ankh, but what's this?
I wonder what this means.
Why do I have to double click on these buttons though? I don't remember that being a thing in the second game. To interpret the stone, it will need to be shown who sat on a throne in a movie well known. Justin Bieber, Canadian. Did y'all see that Justin Bieber and Haley Baldwin appear to have blocked Scooter Braun on Instagram, and then Scooter Braun deleted his Instagram? What is going on? What is going on? There's something back there. I need to remove the grate. With my bare hands, maybe. Was there just no music in this game? Because I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of a vibe killer. Yeah, this was the first Dossier game. So I think the second one perhaps maybe worked out some kinks. This is the number of items that are still hidden. Oh, great. So nothing. Hello? Oh, I can grab this. Oh. Now I have my flashlight. Your flashlight will need to be powered for you to use it, so keep an eye out for batteries as you play. That's my least favorite game mechanic, when they try to incorporate realism and you have to keep collecting batteries for a flashlight. We have phones. I like the noir music that plays for like 2 seconds. That's fun. I'll give them that. Now, what else is hidden in this hidden objects game? Not seeing it. We gotta look through the trash. Hello. Alright, we used a plier to open the grate. This is an audio diary. You can listen to it by going to your journal and clicking the audio icon. You found a gramophone record. You can access it from your journal under notes. My journal. Yeah.
I am Z.B. Collingwood, and it is October the 5th, 1936.
Love this.
Well, the first day of shooting what will surely be my most memorable, and certainly my greatest picture, is over. We shot the grand barge scene, and I must say, the sand, the palm trees, the water, and Lois. My dear, delicate, exquisitely beautiful Lois. Everything worked. Everything came together for a shot that was breathtaking. Even the crew was in awe, and that is always a good sign.
He seems a little too into his film. I think I've met men like that. The crew was in onk. Onk. Onk onk. And that's the only spot. Oh, there we go. I have to pick it up before. No. I have to pick up the hair clip by clicking it twice.
Bobby pin, the simple yet effective tool for all your lock-picking needs.
Why not just connect it the way the rest of the game works? That is silly. That is silliness. This game's off to a rough start with me. You have entered lockpick mode. To unlock the door to the pawn shop, you need to make the right pattern with these colored lock tumblers. You see the pattern you need to make? Drop pieces down here to match the pattern on the left. Now it's your turn. Try dropping a piece. Well, I'll drop a piece. Amazing. We're playing Tetris. Tetris, but for babies.
There we go.
I don't even see Ragnarok, the automod word, I assume because you keep the pin. I don't know what the word you said in the middle is. Ragnarok, promise you didn't say anything offensive? That's weird. I can open this.
Yes, here's the onk Molly wanted.
Onk. Cat!
That's the cat Molly wants me to catch. I'd better go after it.
Oh, that was so artsy. Y'all stop cursing in the chat. What kind of token does this take? Let's see. Wonder if anyone has tossed anything useful in here recently. My little phalanges in there. Get it? Oh god. Hello? Am I getting
Whoa,
electrocuted
I
right
better
now?
Turn the power off before someone gets electrocuted, namely me.
What if I touch it? Can I die in this game?
I don't think it's going to work until I fix the wiring and turn the power back on.
Like a bullet from a gun. Alright, I cut that. Alright, I touched it. I need a tool. A tool?
It looks like there are some tools behind that gate. Maybe I can use them.
I can't go behind the gate? How can I get into this gate when it's locked? Oh. Silly me. Click on the upcoming piece to swap it with your active piece. You can also right click. Why is it a different color? Oh. Well, that's why. Dang it. Oh, I can't do this, baby. Oops. Dang it. Dang it. Okay, easy, easy. Oh god. Stop giving me, okay, give me some yellows. Please and thank you. Did y'all ever listen to Serial, the podcast, when it came out in like 2014? I don't know if y'all heard of Serial. Kind of like a true crime podcast before true crime podcasting was a thing. And I listened to it because it is a case that happened in Baltimore County. So it's like they're naming streets and like places I recognize. And I remember as I listened to it when I was 14. 14? No, I had to be like 16 actually. And the way the podcast was set up was like, oh, is this guy wrongfully imprisoned for murdering his ex-girlfriend, allegedly? And I remember when I first listened to it, I was like, ooh, maybe he is. Maybe he is wrongfully convicted. He seems like such a nice guy. And I recently re-listened to it and I'm like, oh no, that man did it. Oh no, that man did it. And the thing is, so many people listened to that podcast and thought that he didn't do it, that he got like a new appeal that he probably wouldn't have gotten otherwise, because I think even the judges had like a renewed interest in the case. And he's like out of jail. And I think he did it. It's been like unsettling. I'm laughing because it's been like unsettling me. This is Anan Syed and the murder of Heyman Lee. That makes me sick. True crime podcasters must pay for their crimes. In fairness, this was like before podcasts were even viral. This was like an NPR journalist. She was not like when you think of a true crime like content creator, this is not who that person is. This was like someone who earnestly was like trying to investigate something. It went super viral when something like that had never gone viral before. Like podcasts were getting like 100 people, 200 people listening. And then it was getting like millions. So she wasn't aware of what she was starting, you know what I mean? Old podcast days. And she's also not an active podcaster anymore, so I kind of think that she feels bad about it, to be honest. I kind of think that she does feel bad about it. That's me speculating. And she didn't end the podcast by being like, he's innocent. She was like, I don't know. You know? She was never fully convinced either way. It was kind of the fans listening who took it to extremes. Even though it's like a real crime. You know? A real thing that happened. Figure out how to get the cat. Huh? I need to fix the wires and turn off the power first. And the wires are done. I need to turn the power on. Turn on. Don't be shy. I think people have been and always will be weird about true crime. It's something I don't know, something in our... Oh my god.
That
We shoot a cat?
Had to come down. Now where
Something
to
in our
go?
collective brains that I think predisposes us to be weird about serious matters. The Menendez Show was nominated for a Golden Globe? I thought Golden Globes were just for movies. That's not the... I haven't seen the show. I have heard that it was not a tasteful show.
Guess I'll have to go
I
upstairs
didn't realize
if
that
I
Golden
wanna
Globes
catch
included
that
TV
cat.
shows either. I have heard that he implied that the Menendez brothers were into each other romantically or something. But I'm also not... I know vaguely what happens with the Menendez brothers. I just know that it's like sad and dark, so I've never, you know. And I don't really care to know more than that, you know what I mean? I feel like other people have a handle on that. Alright, take a look at this vent. Baby reindeer. I don't even know what that is. But of course the bear was nominated for a lot. I feel like the bear is an award darling, is it not? This cat is like Goose yelling
There's a key in
constantly.
here.
You're
I
right.
can't quite reach it. I need something long and sticky.
What's long and sticky? A stick. Alright, put the trash away. This gum is no longer gummy, I know that much. Did you put it in your mouth to test? What's the story here? Can I not in that? I'd really like to get into this lock. Why can't I use the... Why can't I lockpick? Discover stuff first? Too high. I'm overwhelmed with things that I can't do. Cable to this fan needs to be fixed. Gosh, this place is a disaster. A disaster, I tell you. Pencil. Pencil gum. I remember being 12 and watching a YouTube video about how if you played one of Obama's speeches backwards, there was secret Satan worship, and I fully was like, wow, that's so real and crazy. Listen, Shane Dawson made that video about like 10 million different things, and I never heard anything. When people be like, oh my god, this says some crazy thing in there. It all sounded like gibberish to me. I never heard something backwards that like sounded like anything coherent. I think it just like jumbles my brain too much for me to process anything. Someone's key? There's a hidden item still. There's also a dead body. Are we gonna address that? Are we gonna address that? Guess not. Well, what the heck? Oh, the gum and the coffee goes together. That's super sticky. I just hope no one drinks from that cup. Now, why did we do that? Pre-chewed, rehydrated, gooey gum. Yum. Right. It was in the trash, so I don't know about that. Oh, long and sticky. I finally got something long and sticky. In here. Look. Pretty, I wonder what this metal thing is for. Okay. Oh, Something in here. Duct tape. A cable. Turn that on. Turn it on. Man is going crazy. Huh? But this emblem goes with something else. Sure? I also thought I was going to go into psychology when I was younger. I'm glad that I didn't, because I think being a, being an empath, it would be really hard to hear about other people's problems because I'm such an empath. Unlock My Heart by Charlena Purcell. No, I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I feel like you have to have a real passion for it. And I don't know if I would have. I find the subject matter interesting, a lot of the stuff. But I also feel like a lot of the introductory psych stuff, like a lot of stuff you learn in AP Psych especially, is like junk science. It's like not real. Like in AP Psychology, we learned about the Stanford prison experiment. Did y'all learn about the Stanford prison experiment in school? And the way we were taught about the Stanford prison experiment in school, it was presented to us like it was a real, like, valid study that actually had meaningful information from it. It's been so wildly debunked for like decades at this point. And I was like, why are we still learning about this? Arthur, I just found out what you did to make sure I directed this picture. Some people are not as good at lying as you are. Needless to say, I am not pleased, but if you think you've had the last word, Mr. High and Mighty, all-powerful movie producer, you are very, very wrong. I'm from Australia. Oh, I'm from Australia, don't forget. What was that? Home to some of the deadliest creatures in the world. Oh my god, my Australian accent is so good, guys. Nar.
I guess I should answer that.
I did tell you guys about the time in AP Psych where my AP psychologist, I don't know, see, why were we learning this?
And wait, you need to get back to the soundstage. Ms. McKenna's looking for you, quite frantically, I might add. There's been another accident.
What? In AP Psychology, for some reason, my professor, we were learning about how people tend to date people of equal attractiveness to each other. See, why were we learning about that in AP Psychology? I got a 5 in AP Psychology, by the way, so this had to be useful information somehow. And she like looked around the room at all the couples in the class, and she pointed out me and my high school boyfriend at the time, and she's like, see, like, so-and-so and I just fully almost said his name. So-and-so and Ashley are like equally attractive couple, and someone was legit like, she could do better. And it was silent, and then we moved on. Crazy. And the guy who said it, I actually remember him because he was like a white guy who was like weird, really like a little too into Eminem, you know what I mean? He was one of those people. He just stuck in my mind. He would write his rap on Facebook, and then his grandma would comment it and be like, "That's really lovely, dear." Yeah, well now I'm ugly, so what are they gonna do about that? To be fair, I also like was dressed to the nines in high school, like full 2015 makeup, like basically the equivalent of drag makeup nowadays. On my face, like baked powder, everything, you know? High heels, some A-line skirt. Oh. So like, maybe in that sense, you know? And that person was Dan. I'm really glad I didn't know Dan in high school. I needed some character development before I met Dan. High heels on my tippies. He could even use SoundCloud. No, I never even heard him rap. He would just write it on. He would write it. It was basically poetry, but he called it rap.
Nancy, what took you so long?
I've never spray
I
tanned.
ran
No.
into some bad luck. What happened here?
But I used to go outside more, and I'm
Couple of
Hispanic,
bricks were
so
ripping lights
I
when
was
all of a
definitely more
sudden the
tan.
Scaffolding for the Nefertiti throne
I was a
just
lifeguard in
collapsed
high
out from
school.
under them. Nobody got hurt, but I thought it best to wrap for the night.
I see. Well, when I was in the office, I got a strange call from...
An Australian man? I don't know.
I got a strange call from a man with a deep voice. And he said,
Someone in my homeschool group made a Christian rap SoundCloud account. Beautiful. Get back to the
"Get back to the
soundstage.
soundstage."
That was Arthur Hitchens.
Probably writing poetry
my
about your
boss,
boyfriend.
Our boss. The
That would
boss.
be
The guy who's financing
incredible
the
if
shit
true.
of the movie. See, he bought the old theme park this soundstage sits on, and is counting on the new improved version of Pharaoh to launch a new theme park he's going to develop. It's going to pay homage not to old Hollywood like the former park did, but to ancient Egypt.
Oh, I see. This whole set is sitting on an old theme park then. That explains the...
Oh my god, there's an old theme park, and it was a soundstage, and now it's going to be a new theme park. The Defunctland episode about this place would go crazy, can I just say? Can I just say? That explained the dilapidated hot dog stand?
That explains the old detective statue. I tried putting a
I know
coin
you said
into the
that
detective
earlier,
statue,
Cape Teen, but
and
we
the
found
first
out
thing that
more
happened
information.
was-
Let me have this. I put a coin, and the first thing that happened was a gun.
You lost me.
Like a bullet from a
Are
gun.
you feeling all right?
The first thing that happened was the detective's eyes glowed.
How was I supposed to remember
But
that?
then something went wrong because...
I'm not following.
The statue shot the cat.
Next question.
Because a puddle of water became electrified.
That statue is 65 years old. It was part of the theme park that was built after the set of the first Pharaoh movie was torn down and bulldozed over. Now, the park's just a bunch of dilapidated buildings. And killer statues. Why Arthur insists on keeping an office down there is beyond me.
So, regarding the latest accident, I'd really like to check out that collapsed...
You know, in the other high school I went to, I don't know why this was presented, but we had like an end of year assembly, and one of the guys in my class, well, two of them, made a music video for like a rap song that they made, and they were like kind of being serious, kind of not, like they were definitely having fun with it. But for some reason, their music video got aired at our end of year assembly, and it's not on YouTube anymore. Trust me, I search for it yearly, thinking I can find it again because it's beautiful. But I do remember the chorus, and my friends and I would legit sing it. Like, I bet if I called my high school friends, they would still be able to sing it with me. It goes, "She just wanna take a selfie. She never wanna keep it low key. She always, she always talking to my homies. She just wanna take a selfie." And then they rap about something. It's pretty iconic. And our principal was like dancing to that. And I remember there's a part where there's a rap breakdown, and he's sitting, one guy is sitting on the back of a moped, like rapping at the camera, while the other guy is like very slowly driving the moped. So that they can film it. It's so good. It's so good. I wish I still talked to this person so I could see it again, because I think it's like the most incredible thing.
Are you feeling all right? You lost me.
You can tell I'm really not paying attention because I'm
That
getting all of
doesn't
these
make
wrong.
sense.
I'd really like to check out that collapsed scaffolding.
That was the main reason I shut down.
It was
for them.
the same year the "Let Me Take a Selfie" song came out, so I think they were hopping on the trend a
Just get
little
to the
bit.
bottom of these accidents. And keep looking for that cat.
Oh, look for that damn cat.
I need to get up to the part of the scaffolding that isn't collapsed. Maybe I can use this dolly. I just need to get it in the right position.
They were doing this in Germany. We did whatever. We were just messing around. A lot of people at my German school had a lot of confidence that was not earned, and I think it was funny. This Dolly's track locations are pre-programmed for the day's shooting schedule. Any deviations from this order will cause the system to reset. Molly. It's too much for my brain. The scene moves to Dolly when it's raised. No, like it was iconic. It was good stuff. Like I know someone else from my high school gave like a TEDx talk. Whoop. Hello.
Oops, I must have reset the system. I need to follow the pre-programmed order that Molly was referring to.
We had a lot of artistic people at our school. Artistically minded people. Yeah, this was in German, of course. You just want to take a selfie. Never want to keep it low key. Always talking to my homies. Want to take a selfie. Crazy. See, I'm not making fun. I love it. I love it. I'm not making fun of it.
I must have reset the system.
I messed it up.
I need to follow the pre-programmed order that Molly was referring
You
to.
just want to take a selfie. Never want to keep it low key. I still follow that guy on Instagram. I'm pretty sure he just travels around Thailand now. I think he... That's the other thing about my school is that like a lot of people had rich parents, so a lot of people at my high school like don't have real jobs. I'm pretty sure anyways. Like a lot of them are at the beach in Europe like a suspicious amount of time. And it is cheaper to travel in Europe when you live in Europe, but it's like, now when are you clocking
I
in?
must have reset the system. I need to follow the pre-programmed order that Molly was referring to.
Oh. At the Fool of Anubis, wait, Nefertiti among the pyramids, the Sphinx loses its nose. Okay. Let me take... Or like a lot of people I know who went to that high school would do like gap years. To be fair, I do feel like that's a more common thing like outside of the US. Like before they went to college or anything, they would like travel around the world for a year. And it's like they've just turned 18. There's no way they had money on their own to do that, you know? A white man in his mid-20s traveling Thailand, never been done before. And then...
Oops, I must have reset the system. I need to follow the pre-programmed order.
To be honest, I don't fully get what this puzzle is on about, you know? To be honest, I don't fully get what they're yapping about here. Oh, well, there you go. Did it!
Perfect. That's just where I need it to be. Now I can climb up to that scaffolding.
My parents would never let me travel around the world at 18. I think my parents would. It's just like, they wouldn't give me the money to do that. Certainly not for a year. The only thing is, I remember when I traveled internationally by myself for the first time, my dad did have to tell me what would happen if ISIS attacked. He did teach me what would happen if ISIS attacked. I think I've shared this on stream before, but he told me something that was genuinely useful. If you're in like if you're in a serious situation in a public event, you Well, first he told me the basic stuff of like, always be aware of your surroundings. And I'm like, I'm a woman. I don't need you to tell me this stuff. And he was like, look for exits when you go into places because crowd crush can be a concern. So you want to be one of the first people out if something's going on. But he said, if you're in a dangerous situation, you're like out on the street, the safest place for you to be is behind a car, behind the front wheel of a car on the other side of that person, because if that person had like a pew pew, the bullet would need to pass through the entire engine of a car to get to you. So that's the safest place to be. So there you go. There's a pro survival tip for y'all. And I was like, well, that is useful. Thankfully, I've never been in that situation. Locking that one in. Yeah, and also my dad is like, he sits Godfather style at restaurants. He needs to sit with his eyes on the entrance so that he can see everyone that's coming in. My dad is always locked in. He is always aware. No one's gonna catch him slipping. He does not sit with his back to the entrance of anything. And honestly, I like to do that too now because he's like gotten that in my head. I'm like, well, I mean, I might as well. Not that I could do anything, but why doesn't this fit with this though? That makes no sense to me. I do that, but I think I just have a touch of the tism. Yeah, that might be my thing too. This one goes here. Hang on. This one goes here. I was thinking, maybe we should do the autism, the RADS test on stream. See how much I should consider getting a diagnosis. Not that I would, to be honest, because I feel like now that I'm outside of higher education, a diagnosis wouldn't be super helpful to me, at least for me personally. If I did have it, because I feel like I'm already in therapy and on mental health medications. Like, I don't think another diagnosis really means much to me at this point. But it is fun to speculate. It is fun to speculate about my own mental health, though.
There's that cat again.
The cat. Oh, Hassan did it. You do you. Diagnoses are a tool, but self-knowledge is powerful. I have done it before, but I don't remember my score. I remember it being
I just can't seem
not impossibly high, but in the range where they were like, you could look into this if you wanted to. And I feel like I might have told y'all, I asked my mom earlier in the year if she thought I was autistic, because Dan was like, I feel like you are, maybe a little bit. And my mom was like, I need to think about it. And so she waited for several days, and then she texted me back and she's like, I don't think that you are. And she was like, she pointed out all the like early stage things, like things people would see in childhood, like how people socialize and learn things when they're like in very, very young. And she's like, you didn't have any of those like markers that you would expect. And I was like, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
Oh my gosh.
But she did think I had
Shake
ADHD.
off.
That's for sure.
What
But
happened to the scaffolding was no accident.
that was never in question, to be honest. That was pretty evident.
The Ruler of the Nile is the title to this. A film in a new style, not easily dismissed.
I had to soft launch the fact that I think I'm autistic to my mom like 5 times before she even started to consider it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know it's like, I'm very fortunate, at least with my mom. My dad is a little more old-fashioned like that. Like, I feel like if I told him I'd thought about that, he wouldn't consider it.
Famous Nile princess princess that Lois Manson played. Her life was a success. Her name will never fade.
But that's because I definitely get I love my dad, but I definitely get my mental health like quirks from him, you know? Like I think if he went and talked to somebody, he'd have some diagnoses too. He never will, you know?
Wardrobe item. I'd better check it out.
It's like a generational thing.
These beads may be a clue as to who tampered with this bowl.
But he believes me when I say that I have stuff going on. He's just like, that's crazy. Good thing I'm nothing like that. You know? Like, it's good for me to be worried about things all the time. Yeah, my dad is proud of never having dealt with his trauma. It's definitely like a man thing and a generation thing.
There you are. Here, kitty.
I already mentioned this, but I'm currently pursuing a diagnosis and was in testing earlier today, and it is fascinating, but I'm definitely terrified of being misunderstood by medical systems yet again. Good luck with that, Noble Sea Lemon. I get that fear. I haven't had to deal with that, luckily, with like mental health stuff, but I had a lot of that fear like every time I got tested for POTS before I knew I had POTS, because I was like expecting a negative response going into the tests from doctors, because you get used to that at a certain point, and it's disheartening, but like, you know you better than anybody else, you know? That's what you need to count on. Hello, cat.
Shoot, there it goes again.
When I was diagnosed, both me and my parents had to fill out those 1 to 10 scales for my behavior, and the numbers were higher for what I gave myself. And they explained it could relate to effort I was putting into the task versus what my parents were seeing. I see. That sounds like a nightmare to get diagnosed with. I hope it's getting easier. In fairness, it's like a very new diagnosis. I mean, I feel like it's been around for a while. But like people in med school weren't learning about POTS until like last year. And there was a big uptick with COVID, like people getting it from like long COVID, which I'm fairly certain is why I have it as well.
These levers control that.
So a lot of people who have like been doctors for a while might not know about it. And that's like the hard part. All right, we're building a ramp.
A.H. Arthur Hitchens? Wonder why he'd need that decoder.
I see. Time to get started. All right. Saw that. Yeah. Saw that. There's still a hidden thing found. It's locked. I need a key. Make the paint? There's something in the paint. Oh, a key. Perfect. Oh, hi, Dog Shampoos. I hope your class went well. Let's see. A bolt. That do for that realistically. This. Oh. Hammer and nails go together like peanut butter and jelly. That on the wood? Nope. Touch. Touch. Oh! It's a good thing I took that woodshop class. I'm currently wearing a green hoodie and putting on a black hoodie in preparation for going outside, so we're kind of twinning. OMG. I love that for us. This is Dan's sweater. He has so many crew necks. It's the best. I love crew necks. They're my favorite. Favorite piece of clothing. I don't know a lot about getting diagnosed for stuff. My primary physician diagnosed me with anxiety, but would that be the same to talk about autism, ADHD? My primary care provider diagnosed me with the ADHD, but like they just gave me like a questionnaire, like a survey sort of. I don't really know. It wasn't like that intense, but I know it's like different. I feel like some PCPs will be more strict and like refer you to somebody. Like I feel like it depends on the doctor. I would imagine for autism, like based on what everyone in chat has said and like what I've heard, it's like a more, you have to see like a psychologist for that of some kind. But I don't know, I've never experienced it. Because I remember I spoke to my therapist about like how I was diagnosed with stuff, and she was just like, "Your like primary care just diagnosed you?" And I was like, "Yeah." I just asked her about it, and then she's like, "Sure." But it's like I've seen therapists and psychiatrists since then who agree. So it's not like it's unsupported. I feel like it was pretty evident in my case, you know, based on the symptoms I was describing, whatever time. Oh my god, did you see that? I also feel like it might be different, like ADHD diagnoses and stuff, if you're in like,
Well, doesn't look like the cat's here. But this
if you're still in like K through 12, like if you're still in high school or college,
Seeds came from now.
because you might be looking for like accommodations and stuff. I was still in law school when I got diagnosed, but I wasn't really doing it for accommodation purposes, so I feel like it wasn't as necessary for me to do like something big and formal, but that's just me guessing, to be honest. To whom it may concern, this is the first movie I've ever worked on where I actually dread going to work. Every day something terrible happens and there are black cats everywhere. Obvious to me that this set is cursed. This film should be shut down before someone gets hurt. Tatiana, P.S. I quit. All right, Queen. I feel you, Diva. Lydia Lynn is not an Eda Brooks fan. Am I supposed to? Not only was Nefertiti known for her great beauty, wasn't Nefertari the one in the game we played before? But she helped instigate major social change in ancient Egypt during her lifetime, and it's quite possible that she enjoyed political and religious power, rivaling that of even her pharaoh husband. This woman was no ditz. Alright. On the other end of the spectrum is the woman playing Nefertiti in the new remake of Pharaoh. Sure, she's as gorgeous as Nefertiti was, but between you and me, my dear reader, she's not exactly known for being politically savvy, if you catch my drift. Society hates women, doesn't it? I don't know if I buy the idea of Eda Brooks, of all people, playing one of the most powerful and intelligent women in all of history. I guess we'll be the judge in a few short months, won't we? As long as all those accidents don't shut down the entire production. But that's gossip for another column. Nefertiti was a real person. Nefertari was fictional, yeah?
Looks like the costumes are strewn everywhere. Maybe I'll put them away. I am the new production assistant.
Because sometimes Her Interactive puts in real history and other times it puts in fake history, and it's confusing for me from an edutainment perspective. You're to put all costumes away. Your mother doesn't work here. Well, happened. Here to be the key.
For reference only. Ah, okay. Here's how I can figure out which costumes belong in which lockers.
Okay. Locker does this go into? Not that one. None of these three for sure. Nailed it. There we go. Broom. Oh. That. No? Now what is this whip for? doing with this whip? Okay. Guess not. Oh. Really thought it was cooking. There. Lovely. Every girl needs a tiara. So true, Nancy. So true. Yeah, I have to do it multiple times because I feel like I press on things and it doesn't work. I feel like I'm going crazy. Whip it. No. Well, there's still 3 hidden objects, though. All right, Queen. All right, Diva. Oh, the tiara. No? Oh, there we go. We whipped it. We whipped it. Nefertari was real. Ew. I'm learning more every day. Now we had the tiara? Whip it! Crack is crazy just imagining Nancy doing this. Oh my god. Incredible. What's this? What's this? Nancy is on the same wavelength as me today.
The beads I found on the broken scaffolding match the ones on this Nefertiti costume.
Do you think kids in elementary school made fun of Nefertiti for having TD in her name? Because kids in my school would definitely make fun of her for that.
This screwdriver was used to scratch out that nameplate. Looks
TD?
like someone was upset.
Oh, someone's scratching on lockers? Scratch on lockers?
Now let's clean up this mess.
Games for girls where we clean in the middle of a mystery.
Who are you?
Oh my
Who's this
gosh,
diva?
you're Ida Brooks. Hi, I'm Nancy Drew, the new production assistant.
Ugh, I was hoping you were the new wardrobe person. Ever since Tatiana quit, this room's been a disaster. I've lost 2 pairs of Italian shoes in here.
My god.
I saw Tatiana's note.
This woman's buried beneath the filth.
She was
She's
really
scared.
scared of the accidents.
All these people quitting, they're such wusses. So what if the
I
set
agree.
is cursed, nobody's died or even gotten hurt? What the heck is their problem?
By
These
any chance,
snowflakes.
is your costume
Missing a bead?
Is your costume missing a bead?
The bobs are
Yes.
strong in this
Nobody can
game.
find the glue gun, so now wherever I go, I leave a trail of beads.
Do you get upset when you read those tabloid articles by...
Oh, I don't know, honey.
What? You're a riot. You're a riot.
God, she's literally laughing at me.
Upset? Did they spell my name wrong? No, they spelled it right. Why would I get upset? It's free publicity. Actually, there's 2 stories in there about me. Well, technically, the second one's about Lois Manson, but it's kind of about me, seeing as how I'm playing the part she played in the first Pharaoh movie before she bit it. Or should I say, before the snake bit her.
Nice.
How did the nameplate on your locker... How did it get all scratched up?
I don't know. It happened a couple of days
She
ago.
is such a ditz,
Apparently
am I
somebody
right?
doesn't like me. Although I have no idea why. I mean, as far as stars go, I'm nice as can be.
I mean, it seems
So
like it.
Buzz off, Mr. Name Scratcher Outer, whoever you are.
Were
It's
you on
delightful.
the set? Were you on the set when the scaffolding collapsed?
No. Just so happens I got a call from my agent saying to meet him in the Casbah. That's the lounge near the hotel we're all staying at. So I went over there, and the next thing I knew, the crew came in saying there'd been another accident, and we were done for the night. Hey, you should head over to the Casbah and meet the people you'll be working
I want to go to
with.
the Casbah.
George is there. George Jackson. He's the director. Me, I think I'll go lie down. Being nice all the time is exhausting.
I feel ya. It doesn't say the names
I'll take
or the
Edith's
number of the
advice and
chapters, so
check
I have
out
no
the
idea where we
Casbah.
are. Casbah. Ooh. God, I really want to go to a
Are you the new
swanky,
production assistant?
Me? Oh,
swanky
yeah.
bar
I could
like
use some help
this.
here behind the bar. What do you say to taking care of a few of these?
Hell
studios?
yeah.
Well, sure. Why not?
Well, yes.
This should be the perfect opportunity to hear some local gossip.
Mini game, mini game. Time to make some delicious smoothies while you listen to some juicy gossip. Here are the smoothie orders. Now, why are there eggs in the smoothie? Let's make this hard-boiled detective. It calls for 2 orange slices. Click on the eggs. Who's eating oranges and eggs?
I've been stuck in this Anubis head ever since Tatiana quit. It's no fun getting all your
Tatiana?
into a straw, let me tell ya.
What is this? What
One
skinny
of the
people eat?
grips told me the reason they've been doing so many takes of Ida is because a shadow keeps showing up behind her on the video playback.
What do you mean?
Shadow the Hedgehog?
Shadow?
It's like a dark blur just over her shoulder. VidTech can't figure it out. Ever get cold all of a sudden when you're on the set? You know, for no good reason.
Yeah, you too?
Yeah.
Time.
Oh.
I don't think the set is cursed. I think it's haunted.
Have they put dog biscuits on the menu?
What is the
yet?
distinction between haunted and cursed, though, really? At the end of the day.
Snakes sure seem to like him.
Which is exactly why I don't.
You hear about the Bobcat? What about it? The first AD saw it run off from behind the scaffolding just before it collapsed. I heard when
My
that
God.
snake bit Lois Madsen, she didn't so much as gasp. It killed her so quick.
Eggs.
Fearless director over there sure looks happy.
It's the rattlesnake he's drinking. Can't get enough of them.
What's in those things anyway?
Blueberries, orange slices, and peanut
Haunted
butter.
is in one place. I think
Always
curses
served
can
with a
follow you.
Snake rattle swizzle stick. You ever want to have a nice long chat with George Jackson? Just put a rattlesnake down in front of him, and I'll open right up.
It's like those
That's a good
healthy
tip.
brownie
I need to
recipes with
meet George
bananas,
Jackson.
cottage cheese,
One
eggs, and honey.
rattlesnake smoothie for George. Coming right
Yeah. It's like those vegan cookie dough recipes I would see that had chickpeas in it, and they're like, or the black bean brownies, and they're like, you can't even tell there's beans in here. Yes, you can. And you can make normal vegan brownies. You don't have to suffer like this.
There we go. My favorite.
Just
third
use vegan
culture.
butter
You
and an
must be
egg
the new
replacement. It's not that
production
hard.
assistant. Nancy Drew. I'm George Jackson, director of films, lover of rattlesnakes.
Yeah. Banana
I hear
meatloaf.
Arthur Hitchens is.
That's not a reasonable substitute.
I hear
Makes you
Arthur
angry.
Hitchens is really making you angry these days.
That's not
Haunting
true.
is kind of
I
atmospheric
swear,
and
if
doesn't
members of this
necessarily
crew were half
feel
as
as
good at
sinister.
working as they are at spreading rumors, we would have wrapped this picture 2 weeks ago. I don't know who told you that, but Arthur Hitchens and I get along just fine.
Will your version of Pharaoh be similar to the original Pharaoh movie?
My film will be nothing like the cheesy, overwrought
Get 'em.
monstrosity classic studio spewed out 75 years ago. My Pharaoh will be spectacular in every sense of the word. I do intend to shoot the climactic death scene in exactly
Ugh,
the
climactic
same way,
death scene.
shot for shot, as the original director. You know, as a kind of intellectual exercise. But even then, I guarantee you there will be no mistaking my work for his.
I hear Ida.
Haunted is oh, I already read that, Laffy Taffy. I do remember, this is nothing to do with, well, only a little bit to do with what you just said. I do remember on the Haunted Mansion ride at Disneyland when I was a kid, at the end there's a part where there's they show a mirror and there's a ghost sitting in between you and like the person you're riding with, and it says, Now these ghosts will follow you all the way home. Arr, 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 arr. That scared me so bad, and I had to ask my parents, I'm like, true? Is it true? And they were like, no. But I honestly didn't even believe them. I'm like, you might be my ops right now. I don't even know if I can trust you at this point. The ghost might be following me home.
I hear Ida can be hard to work with.
Directing Ida has
This
been a
man is
challenge.
Quentin Tarantino, I'm pretty sure.
I love challenges. Thus, I love Ida. Every self-centered, scatterbrained, ophidiophobic square inch of her.
Ophidiophobic?
She's afraid of snakes.
Okay.
Something she conveniently failed
Just say
to
the
mention
word.
until after she'd signed a contract. See, the climax of the film happens when her character, Nefertiti, tries to murder someone using a poisonous snake. Which means to shoot that scene, Ida has to be ready, willing, and able to hold a live snake. Non-poisonous, of course.
What if she won't do it?
Oh, she'll do it. Like it or not, Ida is going to do that final scene just like it was done in the original.
I'm pretty sure they used rubber
Why do you
snakes in
think
the
this
original.
production of Pharaoh
Just
is-
taking a guess. So many
Why is this
accidents.
production having so many accidents?
Molly
Pissing
McKenna,
itself.
the mad course cutter. It's her fault. Anytime you have a producer whose first concern is money and last concern is safety, what do you get? Accidents.
So you don't believe?
In any curse?
You don't believe in any curse?
All I know is... sometimes it seems like that lady is deliberately trying to sabotage her own shoot.
I'll let you
I
get
relate
back
to
your
that.
rattlesnake.
For that, I thank you.
I like how the
Sure,
straw looks like a
Arthur's
rattlesnake
taken all
too.
this. Maybe I'll head over to his office.
All right, let's go. Let's talk to Jorge. Where are we going?
Looks like Arthur isn't here.
Oh.
Which means it's a good time to snoop.
So are we
around
going to
his place.
explain why this is happening? Are we going to explain what's going on here or no? Did I miss where they explained this? Doc is making a mess. Screwdriver. This is an interesting box. Take this. I'd like to see what's in this hat. Oh. Hang on, you can grab it. There's a key, of course. Now what secret does it hold? Me not absorbing the plot of a Nancy game? I'm like y'all this time. I'm locked out, you know what I mean? Locked out. The bristles are very fine. Alright, let's erase this dead body here, making a mess. Making a fucking mess. I don't know why I paused like that when I swore. I don't know what I was so scared of. Oh, we can lockpick this? Okay. There's a button code. Okay. I need to figure out which buttons are pressed the most.
Now
I
I can see
see.
which buttons have fingerprints on them. I just need to figure out which buttons get pressed first.
Is it the most oily? The least oily?
Nope,
Together.
that wasn't right.
The other way.
Nope, that wasn't right.
Okay. Was this one more or less? Another question.
I guess that wasn't the right order. All right.
Did it! First try! I want to grab everything. I don't want to look at it. I want to look at it. JB. or JB Not. Victor Nation, how we feeling? That makes... I need to stop making arcane references. It's been too long. Jake, a good look at the poster for what's sure to be regarded as my masterpiece. Then use this to follow my trail. The truth awaits! The location of the decoder can be found within Poe's Telltale Heart. I then took up 3 planks from the flooring of the chamber and deposited all between the scantlings. I then replaced the boards so cleverly, so cunningly, that no human eye, not even his, could have detected anything wrong. Alright, love that. I need to do more of that. I need to have more secrets, I think.
This must be the decoder that was missing from that crate on the set.
The decoder.
I bet each hieroglyph in the note represents one letter of the alphabet.
Oh god.
I just need to match letters with hieroglyphs.
Ruler of the Style is the title to this. A film in the new style not easily dismissed. Pharaoh? H-A. Yes, okay. Wait. And then, oh. E. H. What? I thought I ate that up with ease. No? No? Oh. I guess it can't be Pharaoh because, you know. And I get an A. And I get... This is basically like Wheel of Fortune at this point. I'd like to solve the puzzle. It's not? Telling me it's not? Oh, it is. I was looking at the wrong one. Silly me. The eyes. Where are the eyes and why am I not looking right into them? There we go. Next. The famous Nile princess. Oh, Nefertiti. Nefertiti. Okay. E. E. Nailed it. To interpret this stone, he will need to be shown who sat on a throne in a pharaoh well known. L. Yes. Lois! I knew it.
Hey, there's a voicemail. Maybe I should check up on who's been calling Arthur.
Hi, Arthur. It's me. I was just wondering if you needed to talk. You know my number.
God.
I take it you're
Oh,
Arthur Hitchens?
I thought he was going to look scarier.
That I am, Nancy. No need to apologize for breaking into my office.
It's exactly
Oh,
what
this is the voice of the doctor from the New Orleans game.
are indeed up to the task at hand, which, unbeknownst to Ms. McKenna, is the real reason I suggest.
He also looks kind of like the doctor from the
I'd like
New
you
Orleans
to have
game.
this. I found it in the janitor's closet. It's an old lock-picking kit. Take it.
Great.
Thank you.
I bet this'll come in handy. I hear you intend to build...
A theme park.
I hear you intend to build another theme park right here.
That's correct. The fact that a promising
What beautiful
startup
eyes he
while
has.
shooting over here, the fact that the set was buried immediately after the film wrapped, the fact that a new version of the very same movie is being filmed in the very same place. Combine these elements with state-of-the-art attractions, and I believe the public will flock to Pharaohland by the thousands.
When you said the real reason I was hired, it wasn't to investigate all
When
the
I'm not paying
accidents,
attention to the
was it?
mystery, this is a
You
challenge.
know this, but the version of Pharaoh
Yeah, he doesn't care that we were snooping through his office, does he? Literally prying open the
not
floor.
version the director shot. Much of his footage, the scene in which poor Lois Manson met her demise,
Yeah, you know how we feel.
was somehow lost. Were it to be found,
He should have hired me to make smoothies.
incredibly valuable publicity for my version of the movie.
And you'd like me to try to find it?
Correct. I have reason to believe that the director hid the missing footage somewhere on the set of the original movie just before the studio bulldozed over it. If that footage really is down there, Nancy, I want it.
That director, was his name by any chance?
Thorndike?
Huh?
Was his name Z.B. Collingwood?
Yes.
What are y'all yapping about in the chat? Y'all are yapping about something completely different. We're all on different planes right now. There's the game, there's me, and then there's y'all.
Lost footage. Nancy, I think you have what it takes to find this lost footage. I suggest you head over to the Hotel Maltese. I'm keeping the cast and crew there with strict orders not to talk to the media. I suggest you start your investigation in Ms. McKenna's room.
Your producer Molly? She's a suspect?
Make no mistake, Ms. Drew. Everyone is a suspect.
I'm locked in. I'm locked in. Now, this is the kind of iPad baby content I was expecting more of. Real shortage of it here. Oh. Yeah. This music is hitting. Movie poster?
It looks like there are hieroglyphs all along the edges of this old movie poster.
Haven't we figured them all out at this
Decipher
point?
them.
Oh, we sure have. Okay. This is honestly giving me throwbacks to the Lost Tomb game we played, and I didn't like that game. I was really into Egyptology as a kid, don't get me wrong, but I'm not here to translate glyphs. And what is this one? What is this one? Okay. Find the... Empty and dry. I know it. The lock. Can I spy anything interesting? What's high tech enough here to need a key card? That is quite high tech. Candy? Okay. Molly's room be listed here? No, I guess not. Star secrets, how celebrities hide in plain sight. To be constantly swarmed by crowds of people and surrounded by blinding flashbulbs is enough to send even the most attention-hungry celebs into hiding. For a time. Ugh, don't I know it? My life. Wearing sunglasses, wigs, sometimes even a prosthetic nose is what it takes. Where no one takes your name using a relative's name or a completely fake name. I've even heard of one star that creates a new alias for any place he has to register by scrambling the letters in his own name. I see. Using a lookalike to fool the fans. Okay. Okay. So she is here. But I don't know her last name. Maybe Nancy will figure it out for me. It's right. It's Ira Toad Milk.
Aha.
It's Kelly M. Conman.
614.
Of course. Who's Molly? Wait, who's Molly? What a beautiful cane. Portmanteau. Okay. Oh, there's candy down here. If Molly... Let me think. I need to pause the game for a second to cook on this portmanteau. Hang on, hang on. Hang on, I need to make sure I have my facts right before I say it. A state that is known for its potatoes and a popular slash fic of a One Direction member and a prominent American figure. A state that is most known for its potatoes and a popular slash fic between Idaho Obama. Come on. Y'all got that quick. Oh, Ohio Bamax Harry? Ohio Obama X Harry. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. That was not what I had in mind, but I will accept that as an answer. In an effort to conserve water, the lobby fountain will be timed with the clock on the opposite wall to run only between the hours of 12 and 8 p.m. You really went for it, though. I appreciate that. Can't quite reach that clock. Not a soul can clock. Not a soul can clock. Why are we trying to water this plant, though? Ooh, ow. Ow. Don't mind me, I'm just in pain. Something's missing. Something's missing its glass eye. Ugh. This. Hang on, I'm gonna take a second. Everything's fine, but I'm in pain, so I'm gonna take a second and walk around for a little bit. I'll be right back. So again, I'm going to the doctor tomorrow so I can ask about it. We shall see. Key card? We have a key card.
I can't walk past that security camera. I can't walk past that security camera. They'll recognize me.
Oh, is that why we're doing all this? What's locked around here? Oh, we need a hat. Why can we take this? Let's see. Thank you. Nancy is incognito. Sick. What's odd about the movie poster? I thought I settled this. Oh, my microphone is way too low. Find the... Am I missing something? Oh. Something going on. Find the... Oh, I'm supposed to translate all this stuff on the other side, too. That's not me grunting in pain, that's me being lazy. Find the... Nah. 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 And...
What in the world does Neja Haji mean?
How did you even know there was a space between that, Nancy? What does that mean? Luke?
But there's no key for room 614 here. It's a good thing I have that lock-picking kit.
Break in. That's what I'm always saying. Break in. Are we good? I'm in. Excellent. Time to put my skills to the test. If you've covered the bottom row with the wrong tumblers, don't fear. You can still build the correct... Yeah, I know that. I never fear. I never fear. Boom. Incredible, incredible. Oop. No.
All right.
I did it! Time to snoop. I can't just rip this open. Why not? Can you hot iron it open? Liars? Feels extra. That feels extra to me. I wonder what Molly's watching on TV. That does say so much about her. Batteries are dead. Ooh, there's so much. Password protected, of course. Waiting for. Alright, take those fresh batteries out. Those. Oh, put those in there. And it'll say her password in big letters on the TV, I'm sure of it. All I see is a list of shows at different times. Okay. Okay. Still has some water in it. That in there, and then we steam it. Well, turn it on. Crank that up. Watching Twitch on TV feels crazy to me. I have done it before. But does that mean you're like screen maxing right now? Like, because you're chatting as well. That's what doesn't add up. Like YouTube videos, sure, I get that, but which feels, I have done it. It just feels overwhelming when you're watching it like that. And it feels lonely because you can't talk. And also the TV is always at like a different time than you watching on mobile. It throws me off. It throws me off. Oh, there are no more. Bad. Nope. Just take it. Take it, open it. Miss McKenna, although we appreciate your repeated business in helping you restore your computer access, if you want to avoid locking yourself out of your laptop again, we suggest you write down your password in a safe place. You may even want to break up the passwords into 2 parts and keep them in separate locations so that if someone accidentally finds one part, your security won't be compromised. Yeah, safety first. Safety first. I never want to use Nancy's eyes. I just want to use her hands. Fine. Did you forget again? Don't kick yourself. Just remember your favorite 10 p.m. show on Channel 6. Dex. Y'all watch Dexter? I have a friend who's watching Dexter for the first time. And she's always wanting to talk to me about it, and I never watched it. I never watched it. And I feel bad. I feel like I can't participate. And I have nothing against it because I've heard it's a great show, but you know, it's a cable television show from years ago, so it's like there's so many things. There's so many episodes to watch if I wanted to watch it. This isn't just a pen. It's not that great? That's not what I've been hearing. It's good at first. I mean, that's also the case. People insisted on cable TV shows if they were popular, going for 8 seasons when they did not need to. Drawing a blank, Molly? Don't stress. Splash some hot water on your face to help you remember. Okay. So it's water. Hot water? Let's steam it up. I don't watch a lot of TV shows, TBH, mostly Twitch, YouTube, or I read books. See, that's how I am too, for the most part. I've been getting back into TV slowly. I've also been trying to get back into books, and that feels like a higher priority. For my brain, you know. Rolodex.
Oh my gosh. Molly is researching the lost film footage.
What is this dance move?
I better let Arthur know.
Rumors missing the Jewel of Karnak. Where did the priceless gem go? Could it be the old lot? Does her ghost haunt anyone who watches the movie? Easy. It's hard to find good shows without owning 5 separate subscriptions. That's the other thing. That's the other thing. I'm honestly still leeching off my parents for most of my subscriptions. The only
Nancy, are you making
EV subscription I pay for.
You may be right about Molly McKenna. I checked out her laptop, and the last website Molly visited was...
No, I wasn't paying attention to that. I pay for YouTube Premium for the family. Because to me, that's worth it. But that's definitely not worth it to like a lot of people, I recognize. And I pay for Netflix because they when they started doing that thing of like you can't watch outside of your household, for a while I could still sort of cheese it, but they got stricter and stricter over time, so I just pay my mom $8 for her to add an account on hers. So it's not like I wouldn't pay like the full Netflix price on my own. The only subscription service, like if I had to pick one, it would probably be Hulu. I probably watch the most Hulu. Whoa, okay, Rich. I have YouTube Premium because my dad pays for it. I mean, it's expensive. Before I did the YouTube family thing, I would do the individual and I would pay for the whole year, like at once, so you get kind of a discount. But I paid for the family subscription as a gift because once I started doing YouTube full time, my mom is really into YouTube now. She loves ex-Mormon content. She loves Fundy Fridays content. She loves running content. And my dad likes watching shorts of planes. And my mom was always complaining about like the ads on YouTube videos. So I'm like, I'll just get a family account and then Dan can use it. My dad can use it. My sister can use it. It's a win-win, you know? My mom is, she's very much an iPad baby like me in that she needs to have something playing in the background, even if she's not paying attention. So YouTube is a good platform for her. Because she can put on like a 4-hour video and walk away.
The Pharaoh Files. Nothing but a gossip board for misguided conspiracy theorists. But yes, that proves Molly is aware of the existence of the footage. And because she has more access to the set than anyone, causing accidents would be child's play for her. She seems to spend an inordinate amount of time in the prop room on the upper level of the soundstage. Perhaps it's time someone found out why she always keeps it locked.
One other thing. In his letter, why did George...
Also, it's pronounced George. Why isn't it Jorge?
Accuse you of lying.
YouTube Premium Student is also a good deal. I watch YouTube almost exclusively on my phone, so ad blocker isn't helpful for me.
So I was forced to pull a few strings to get
or my iPad. I am an iPad baby.
For as little pay as possible. The prop room awaits, Ms. Drew.
Boop, boop. It's nice that y'all have parents into YouTube in a wholesome way and not an alt-right pipeline way. I do worry about my dad and Dan's dad being so into YouTube Shorts because I think with Shorts being so new in particular, there are a lot of grifters on there.
I should probably pick it up before going to the
I do worry about that a little bit. I remember on Christmas Day, actually, we were at Dan's parents' house and Dan's dad fell asleep while he had a YouTube short playing because he was just watching it on his phone. And it was an AI voice telling a story of a hog. A hunter and a hog. And I don't even remember, even though I heard it like 30 times in a row, I don't remember how the story ends. It would just be like, the hunter is trying to search for the hog, but the hog keeps escaping. The hunter lays down corn in hopes of catching the hog and hides in secret, waiting for the hog to appear. And it would just like play over and over again. And it was really funny to me. It was really good. I'm like, if he had to fall asleep on a YouTube short, I'm glad it was that one. And the AI voice too. Madness. All right, I'm going to stop here. Because I don't want to push it too much. And you know, how can you beat the hog story, really? But this I'm gonna be honest, I'm not super immersed in the game, but I had fun hanging out with you guys. I feel like we were all on a different planet today, and that's okay. That's okay. That's how y'all are normally, and I'm kind of on your wavelength, I think. I'm matching your freak a little bit today. But yeah, on Thursday, we're going to be playing more of Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. We're definitely not finishing it on Thursday. Definitely not. But otherwise, I hope y'all have a good rest of your evening. And I appreciate y'all being here. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.